These are the instructions to make a felt poinsettia necklace. Please watch the video all the way through. Then you can start the video once again and stop it as you're making the necklace. There's no real right or wrong way to do this, and you need minimal sewing skills to make the necklace. If for some reason you don't want to make a necklace, you can always turn this into 3 Christmas ornaments, which we'll discuss at the end of the video. Your felt poinsettia kit will include a cup and a bag with various items. In the cup is a needle. This is a threader and an assortment of beads. The kit also includes 6 red stars, 3 green stars, 3 yellow stars, yellow thread, and a white ribbon. You will also need, from your home, a pair of scissors. I'm using a pair of fabric scissors. I noticed one of my stars, the tip is not quite pointy, so I'm going to just give it a little trim with my fabric scissors to make it a really clear point there. This thread that's included in your kit can be taken apart. This is embroidery thread, and there are 6 pieces of thread all wound together. So pull one piece of thread and keep pulling, unwinding the thread until you have a single piece of thread. The needle threader and the needle, use the small end of the needle threader. Put it through the head of the needle. Lay your thread on the hook and pull it through. Now your needle is ready for sewing. Let's line up our flowers to make our poinsettia necklace. Put your green stars out and then juxtapose the red stars so they're in the middle of the V, and take one more red star and juxtapose it the same exact way, and finally the yellow stars in the middle. It doesn't matter which way they go. Take the white piece of ribbon, put the 2 ends together, stretch them out, and come to the very center of the ribbon, and just with your fingers pinch it so you have a little crease in the ribbon. And now we know where the center of the ribbon is. Pick up one set of your poinsettia flowers, and this is where, if you're not too dexterous, you may want to find a straight pin in your house, or another needle would work also, just to hold them together. The flowers will then be put right on that little crease, and go ahead and turn over the flower, and we will begin to start sewing. Now, here is your needle and thread. Some people like to make a little knot, so I usually wrap mine around my finger twice and give it a little roll, and I have a little knot. Some people like to make their knots as they're sewing. It's really up to you. Just go through the center of the ribbon, come out the other end, and go back down. Simple as that. I mentioned that some people like to make knots. You could always leave a thread loose like this and make a knot in the thread and trim it later. It really is up to you. Once you have secured the flower to the ribbon, we're going to begin adding a few beads. The number of beads is really up to you. Go in through the back, come through the front, take a bead, put it on your needle, and go right back through the flower, through to the ribbon on the back side. It really is up to you how many beads you want to put in the center of your flower. I'm getting ready to add a 5th bead to my flower. This bead is going to sit just slightly on top of the others. It's going to give the flower a little bit more of a 3-dimension effect. Now I will turn to the back, go through and knot, and flower number 1 is completed. Now it's time to figure out where do you want the next 2 flowers. If you lay the center flower and the ribbon down, it's best to place the next 2 very close to the center flower. It will lay on the neck nicely and you won't have any flipping over. I'm going to secure one of the flowers to the ribbon, and I'm going to secure this with about 2 stitches, and then I'm going to cut the thread because I'm going to put the necklace on my neck to see if I like where these flowers are. If I want them a little more spaced out, I can cut the thread and space them out a little more. Well, I checked the spacing and I do like them close together on my neck. My next step will be to add some beads, and then it'll be ready to be worn. And the final step is to trim all the threads off the necklace. You have a neat and tidy back, and here is the front, and it's ready to be worn. To fasten the necklace around your neck, you'll just tie the necklace in a bow. And also, if the edges are a little uneven, you can trim with your scissors to make a nice point on the ribbon. What if the necklace is just not quite right? Well, take your white ribbon, cut it in 3 pieces, loop the ribbon such as this, and sew your poinsettias right to the ribbon, and that would make a great Christmas ornament for your tree. Actually, you would have 3 ornaments for your tree. Don't forget, you can put as many beads in the middle as you wish. Just try to remember that things sometimes look better if they're in odd numbers. So 3, 5, or 7 beads in the middle would look really pretty. I hope you've enjoyed making your felt poinsettia necklace. If you have any questions, please call the South Branch Reference Desk. That's 586-226-5073.